I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. Apologies for the lateness. I don't normally stream at 12 p.m, so I'm still half asleep. But we are here to discuss transfers. Am I doing a watch along for England? Of course, I'm doing a watch along for England. You'll find that on this channel. Half one will be live there. I'll be with Aaron and a few others. Just reading, you lot are just doing something. JB, big up Niall and everyone in the chat. Absolutely. Game on, England. Please beat Croatia at Wembley this afternoon. Absolutely. Big. Also, happy birthday to Captain America, aka Chris Evans. Thoughts and prayers for Kristen Eriksen and his family. We all hope he makes a speedy recovery and gets back to full fitness. Yeah. Pray for Eriksen. Yeah, there's a lot of love for Eriksen in the chat as well. In my opinion, Sancho Defo signing Varane about 65-70%. Love for Eriksen. All support goes out to Eriksen. What intro will credit you. Thank you. Moyes has been given the green light to bring in his own recruitment and a DOF. I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, let's start with obviously the news yesterday that obviously I'm sure everyone saw about Christian Eriksen. Obviously suffered a horrific incident at Euro 2020 match day 2. It was the second, or match day 3. It was a day 2. It was horrific. We didn't stream yesterday after that incident. It didn't feel right for us. And the other thing is, if you stream, there's always going to be that element of there could be misinformation put out there. I saw it all over Twitter yesterday, all over Twitter, in terms of the sort of information being wrong. And if we stream and then someone puts it in the comments, it could just go badly. So we decided, out of respect as well to Eriksen and his family, that we weren't going to stream. It was a horrific incident, and all our wishes go out to Eriksen and his family. I'm not going to comment on the BBC. I think we all know where we stand with that. What they did was wrong. And yeah, but hopefully, as the comments have said, hopefully all will be good with Eriksen. And look, we've if you're old enough to remember Fabrice Muamba at Tottenham against Bolton, then yeah, it's a horrific one. But Fabrice made a full recovery. He didn't play again, but he did regain his full health. So there is hope out there, and I suppose it's just giving all of them good wishes to his teammates as well. What they witnessed yesterday was horrific. And I can't imagine how they must have felt, and they did a great job. Everyone yesterday. Anthony Taylor, I slam referees on a regular basis because of the inconsistencies, but Anthony Taylor yesterday did a remarkable job. He stopped the game straight away, got the medical people onto the field straight away. I mean, all credit goes out to Anthony Taylor and his team. And Denmark, obviously, their players, the management, the fans, everyone associated with that game yesterday did an amazing job. And obviously also heroes, obviously the physios, the medical staff at the stadium, a very good job done by all of them. But let's talk transfers. But as I said, well wishes go out to Christian Eriksen and his family. And his wife and his friends, his colleagues, everyone associated. We wish him all the best. But let's talk transfers. This show is going to go till 1 p.m. regardless, because I've got England at 1:30 and man wants to get bacon. A comment here: Anthony Taylor did a great job. Have huge respect for him. He reacted quickly and, like you said, did an amazing job. Shout out to the medical staff too. Absolutely, a shout out to absolutely everyone associated with that game yesterday. They truly did save Christian Eriksen's life, and I don't think people realise, or some people don't realise how much they've done in just that. I think Anthony Taylor, how quickly he reacted, that has saved Eriksen's life, and I've no doubt about that. So Anthony Taylor, the medical team, obviously Kajar, I think that's how you say his name, Kajar. Obviously, it's horrific. It's a horrific incident, and we hope never to see one again. But look, he's in the best place. Obviously, he's still in hospital. Update from BBC was positive news. He's been speaking to his teammates, so that is the positive news. But yes, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, a few things actually. We're going to be discussing a few things, so let's get into it. Arsenal want Kieran Trippier. Arsenal have said that they want Trippier. Do I think Trippier will go to Arsenal? That's a different matter, but Arsenal want him. Haaland's prices have been revealed, so how much you're going to have to pay him, his father, Mino Raiola, the club, all of that's been revealed. The Jadon Sancho deal is imminent, so we should be expecting to hear from that very, very soon. I expect it will be announced and then, pending medical or however. Varane to United still on. There's still a very good possibility that can happen. There is some information on that as well. We also have a lot of information regarding Leicester City's transfer updates. They've gone very busy and they're getting their business in very quickly. So lots to talk about in terms of Leicester City. And Bernardo Silva wants out of Manchester City. That is according to Duncan Castles. So we'll have to wait and see. Does Bernardo Silva really want to leave Pep and Manchester City? We'll discuss more of that as we go into the show. Credit to a full team surrounding him, so nobody could see the disturbing images. Love to see Eriksen send out greetings to lads and supporters. Absolutely, and look, I'm not going to comment on the BBC. Everyone has their own opinions, and if you've watched these streams or you know me as well as you do, you'll know exactly where I stand on the BBC in terms of what they did. And yeah, but look, I'm not even going to bother talking about the BBC. Everyone knows where I'll stand on that. But Arsenal Trippier. Arsenal are eager to beat Manchester United to the signing of Kieran Trippier this summer. They are willing to offer Hector Bellerin to the Spanish side as part of an exchange. Bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit. I mean, right, think about this logically, right? You're Kieran Trippier, right? You want to play at United. That's the dream. You were raised in Manchester, you're a United fan or whatever, right? So you would want to go to United. Then United aren't willing to pay that release clause, or they're not willing to pay that much for you. Do you seriously go to Arsenal? What a team with... So you've got two choices, right? You either stay at Atletico Madrid, where you get in Champions League football next season, or you go to North London, to which he's been at Spurs. I don't know how amicable they left that. He might have a lot of respect for Spurs. I know I say respect doesn't happen, blah, blah, blah. Why on earth would you leave Atletico Madrid to go to Arsenal? Just why? wouldn't happen. Arsenal right now cannot afford to get these big names because they just simply won't come to them. I reckon Kieran Trippier sat there going, "No, I'm all right, thanks. I'll just stay in Spain for another year, and then I'll go to United next summer if United is still after him." But if he can play at the highest level, which is Champions League football, he'll want Champions League football. He ain't going to give a damn about, oh yeah, look at this, like, I'm going to go play for Arsenal. What do Arsenal have to offer you? Nothing. The Arsenal have nothing to offer you. They can offer you a little bit of money, but they can't even overspend on that anymore because they don't have the revenue from European football. As much as Europa League isn't the Champions League, it's still money. So they don't have the money to offer Kieran Trippier. Why Kieran Trippier would just want to play Premier League football, Carabao Cup football, FA Cup football, and no European football makes no sense. So look, at the end of the day, it's one of them. I don't think Trippier will go to Arsenal. They may be keen, but Arsenal have to face the facts and have to face reality. They are a small club. Arsenal are now, in fact, a mid-table club with nothing to offer these players. Buendia rejected Arsenal to go to Villa. I don't think Arsenal fans realise how bad that is for their club. That is bad. I don't think Arsenal fans are fully understanding how bad that truly is. But look, Kieran Trippier won't go to Arsenal. Haaland. Erling Haaland must press if he wants to leave this summer. The Norwegian could cost around 115 million euros in payments to Dortmund and another 30 million to Mino Raiola and Haaland's father. In total, around 145 million euros. Which is probably fairly true. The issue with this is, can Chelsea afford it? Yes, they can. Are Chelsea the only ones in for Erling Haaland this summer? Yes, they are. There's two parts of this. Do Chelsea wait until Haaland's release clause is met and it's cheaper, or and risk losing him to a United or a City or a Liverpool, where because he's cheaper they can afford to pay that extra to Mino Raiola and to his father? Or do they press for him now? Now, if I'm Chelsea, now I want Haaland. You have to work out how confident are you getting him next summer. If you are very confident you can get him next summer and you are already sure that he'll sign for you regardless of other clubs in, then you wait. But that's a very big risk, a huge risk, because what will happen next summer is it will be like a bidding war. It will be a war of Mino Raiola will be like, I want this much now, and his dad wants this much now, and Haaland wants this much as a contract because you've had to pay less. So you could end up still having to pay the same amount, just more money going to Haaland and all of that. Kenny saying, I'm risk losing him to United or a City or yeah, I stopped that. I stopped straight away when I knew what I was about to say. Sorry, mine is all over the place. It's one of them. It's one of them that is indeed. But no, look, I think Chelsea should push for him next season, this summer. Just get him in, whatever the cost, and just do it. Because at the end of the day, you risk losing him to a big team next summer. Jadon Sancho, obviously, it wouldn't be transfer talk without a bit of Sancho added in to spice up your life. Jadon Sancho transfer to Manchester United is imminent, according to Sky Germany. We are expecting to probably hear that in the next few days. Manchester United Football Club and Borussia Dortmund are close to reaching an agreement for around 95 million euros for Jadon Sancho. That is according to Diarius, I think is how you say that name. Look, I think this is going to come as no shock. I think when this deal is done and it is announced, I don't think anyone is going to be shocked, because why the hell would you? This has been well in the works for over a year now. That United wanted him last summer, weren't prepared to pay the ridiculous amount that Dortmund wanted. Now he's cheaper. United have put in the bids. They're pretty much getting accepted now. I think they were looking at clauses. I mean, Dortmund want achievable clauses, as you would understand. So even winning the Champions League, Dortmund would probably go like, your club ain't doing that. So no, we want if he scores 30 goals or 50 appearances, something like that. They want achievable goals and no Ballon d'Or crap. I can't. Was it Anthony Martial that they had a Ballon d'Or clause exerted into it, or was that his contract or something? I think it was Martial. That had like a Ballon d'Or thing, which I thought was ridiculous in the first place. I'd never heard of it. Never heard of getting a Ballon d'Or unless you're Ronaldo or Haaland or I don't know, Lewandowski or Messi. You wouldn't necessarily think of that, but you know. It's Cop saying, can't believe you lost 3 subs. Meh, it is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, if people want to sub, that's cool, because if they're not enjoying the content for whatever reason, that's fine. All I say is we put a lot of effort into making the content. We're trying to make it as good as we can for you guys. And yeah, also that things are going to get better. I mean, as you all know, the PC or the new PC is going to be arriving very soon, so we're going to have that as well. So things are just going to get better and better for the channel. So look, I appreciate everyone who is subscribed. If you are new, hit that subscribe button there, hit that like button. More and more content does come your way. Obviously, we've got England, Croatia at 1:30, Austria versus North Macedonia at 3:30. That's with drinking games. That's going to be fun. And we might do Holland and Ukraine, depending on how drunk I am. I like Zinchenko from Ukraine. I quite like Frankie de Jong, Dillet, and all of that. Of Holland, so I like that game. Just depends on if I can actually speak English after it, and not a drunken bloody mess. We have a Ballon d'Or clause inserted with it nearly every one of our players. We tried one with AWB. It's just ridiculous. Like United, sometimes they do make me fucking wonder. Sometimes they make me wonder how I haven't got a job as a director of football. Although any one of you that is a fan and understands football to a degree, you could probably do that United director of football well. I'm not even joking. As long as you know how to play football and what a manager needs, you could bloody do it yourself. It's a joke. Varane to United though. Real Madrid will sell Rafael Varane this summer if he doesn't sign a new deal at the club. And Manchester United are keen on him. Madrid's aim is to secure 60 to 70 million euros deal, and they're already thinking about how they can sort out the transfer, which is quite mad. Oh, there'll be all right, lovely. North Macedonia versus Austria seems like it'll be a boring game. Yeah, but Jay, it absolutely won't be on this channel. Austria versus North Macedonia is going to be very, very funny. The vodka's already been bought. Whoops, Matt and alcohol. Big up now. Big up Wilf. And Lewis saying that on Now Stream it won't be. It absolutely won't be. We've got me. We've got Charles. We've got Matt. Gonna be a great one. We're gonna keep it a small panel though on the Austria North Macedonia game, purely for the fact of how drunk I could be. RJ, big up to Reese. It's coming home. It absolutely is. But if Southgate does fuck up, we riot. Right? We have done so many. I want Manchester United fans teach us how to bloody riot, because this man, if he fucks up this year, done. Get him out of here. Up the Reese with the drinking ideas. Yeah, it was Reese's idea to kill me and Matt with vodka. Well, we chose vodka. I mean, he was the one who chose the drinking idea. I'm watching that for genuine entertainment, so I'm begging. Kenny, the amount of alcohol in a fire. Oh, don't say that. My head would be pounding. That leaked 11 is shit. Yeah, probably, hopefully. But back to transfers. So yeah, Varane, yeah, United can try and sort something like that out. God knows where it is. Comment here from Jay. I really like this channel. You've done a great job now. You make some really good content with your team. Shout out to Max Reese, RJ, and the transfer guru, Charles and Kenny. There's a lot more as well. You've got Russ, who, without Russ, the thumbnails wouldn't be this good. Because even though I now make them, he definitely taught me how to make really good thumbnails. So yeah, that's going to be a good one. And yeah, there's a lot of people. There's some that you probably wouldn't have seen. Dom Genie, that we're still yet to they're going to come back, and you got Tom of course, and more. I don't want to miss anyone, but Aaron, even though he can be the most annoying bastard in the world with his transfer updates or breaking news, he's a great guy, and it's great to have him on as well. Thanks for reading out all my comments. Really appreciate it. Means a lot. Not a problem. I read out everyone's comments. It's why it's sort of why we started this channel. I mean, we started this channel initially to as a group of us to sort of sit around and talk. But as we've built this community, it's the viewers. I just love coming on, talking to you guys, and just having a little bit of a chat sometimes. Yeah. And we're drinking vodka. Vodka is our poison. Yep, the vodka. I'm gonna miss Sauls. Yep, I'm sure we will. But wishing well, of course. Oh yeah, Aaron, the Donny fan too. Yes. What Jay said is my opinion on the channel. Love to see it. What happens, Sauls? Yeah, Sauls. Look, I addressed this yesterday, but Sauls has gone on to do different things. He's working with different people on YouTube. We wish him all the best, of course, but hey, the show must go on, and look, he was a great help whilst the channel has started. I'm now very happy with where we've got to. We're only going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Unfortunately, he can't be a part of that. So yeah, he's gone on to do different things. So we wish him all the best. I've been here for ages. This community is such good vibes, man. I love all the panelists are so nice and funny. It's great you've brought it's all up together now. Big up to you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Really do. And I'll put the link in the chat for all of you to come on and have your say in just a second. But Leicester have done a really good job. Leicester of the team has gone under. They've not been noticed as much. For me, Sumer, announcement pending. Edouard, personal terms agreed. Tarkovsky, personal terms agreed. Bertrand, deal accepted, not confirmed. Inquiries for Boga, Manduki, and Riki. Leicester have gone mad. Leicester have gone absolutely bonkers. They've just gone, get some depth, get people in, let's get their shit on the road. They're smashing it. Leicester, they're not being spoken about because it's Leicester, but my Lord, bang, they have really done a good job. So yeah, one of them. I'm sure he's welcome back if he's ever wanted to come on again, Jay. Yeah, I'm sure we could sort something out if he ever wanted to. We have a really nice community on this channel. I completely agree. I love it. The community is brilliant. What's happened with Sauls? He's just gone on to do new things. He's going to work with different people on YouTube. I think he's doing a bit of work with the Terrace and all of that. So we wish him all the best. And some people come, some people go. I'll always be here. So we've got that bit. But look, some people go, some people stay. And that's just the way of life, isn't it? I mean, we lost Sonny went, and we recovered quite well with that. So look, people come, people go. It's just the way of life. Football community 1, this community 2. Love to see it. Come on, Felines. Yes, come on, England. Leicester are doing so well. They are so good at getting new transfers in. They are run properly. I was really happy for them when they won the FA Cup. Absolutely. And the thing is, they just go under the radar. There's none of this, we're bid rejected or any of this. They just go in so quietly. It's like they tiptoe. Like they're tiptoeing around the transfer market. And then suddenly you're just like, whoa, there's 4 deals. Well, how the hell did you get these for? And they always get really good players. And I love Brendan Rodgers for what he's done at Leicester, because look at Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas is a young player, come through, done a great job. Harvey Barnes, young player, done a great job. James Justin. Brendan Rodgers firmly believes in youth. and young players, and it is so nice to see. So nice to see. And for me, Leicester are such a well-run club with such a good manager as well. And I can see why Brendan Rodgers turned down Spurs, because they're a club in crisis. Leicester are such a good club. I do love Leicester a lot. And they've been through so much, haven't they? That they lost their chairman in the helicopter crash. So much credit needs going to his son as well, who through all of that, through losing his father, through losing the owner of the football club, has took it on himself and has taken Leicester to another level. They won their first trophy in quite a while. A lot of respect for Leicester, a lot of love for them. Yeah, I love Leicester. They're such a good team. This year, Leicester get top 4 is so difficult. If they can get depth, and when I say depth, I mean proper depth, then yes, I think Leicester can get top 4. But again, it's those injuries, and Vardy's coming towards the end of his time as an elite player. Is Edward going to be able to replace his goals, or Edward? What's Iheanacho going to do? Is Harvey Barnes going to be able to hit it off again? James Maddison, can they keep him? If they can, is he going to continue to hit it off? There's so many variables, but Leicester are going to be right up there. A lot of love for Leicester. They are. If I had to pick a team in the Prem that I genuinely love, probably Leicester. Probably Leicester. A lot of respect, as Chris does that. Yeah, Leicester have been taken seriously. They missed out on Champions League, but they won a trophy, which has to be respected. Look, for me, Leicester are a very well-respected club. Leicester are arguably one of the most underrated teams. That is very true. I think Leicester 5th next season again. Well, it's going to be tough to break into that top 4, but if any team can do it, Leicester definitely can. Top 4 next season: Liverpool, City, United, or Chelsea, Leicester. Nah. It's going to be very difficult for Leicester now, because Chelsea under Tuchel is a different beast. They won the Champions League. They are going to be flying, especially if they get that top striker they need. And then you've got Man City are going to be up there. Of course they will. Liverpool, obviously, with their new signing, they should be up there. United, if they can get Sancho Varane, you'd assume they can still be up there. It's going to be very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. What? Brighton? 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 Wow. I love Brighton, but they're not getting top 6, buddy. Not happening. Not happening in the slightest. The last bit before the link can go into the chat is Bernardo Silva wants out of Manchester City. According to Duncan Castles, Bernardo Silva wants to leave Manchester City this summer. Silva has offers from Atletico and Barcelona. I think we have to appreciate that. Can he really stay? Or will he go? I mean, I don't know. I don't really know Bernardo Silva. We don't talk outside of football. In fact, we've never spoken before. So for me, it's yeah, that is a madness. That is a madness. Completely. That is completely a madness. But Baptist got some comments here. Liverpool are still going to be interesting because VVD may not be himself now. The centre back's very injury prone. Yeah, but they've got who have they got? Oh my god. Koundé. No, Konate. Is it Konate they bought? I think it's Konate. Brighton with a finisher. Klopp, I think, will get many more points. Well, yeah, but are they going to go get that finisher? That's the question you're going to have to ask. Are they going to get that finisher? Up the Brighton FM side, moving on up in the world. I don't think they'll do that. West Ham are also underrated. Moyes' new 3-year deal. they've got Europe next season. It's going to be very difficult for them. Enough to get 6th. I think they'll be there. Yeah, but Kenny, this season was such a weird season. Such a weird season. West Ham were top 4 at one point. Kenny, Konate 35 mil. Konate has an awful injury record. He does, but I think we have to be real. As he's a growing boy, and with all of, as you would expect with a growing lad, he's had some injuries, which is what it is. But we are joined by Cop, we are joined by Lewis, and we are joined by Chris. How are we all doing, guys?
Really good.
Yeah, not too bad.
Perfect. Nice. Only Matip is injury prone. Gomez and Konate have all had impact injuries. DVD think we'll be fine, but it'll take some time to get into 100%. Yeah, I mean, we don't obviously know the long-lasting impacts of what happened to Van Dijk, but you would assume he's going to be up there. You would assume that. You would assume that he'll make that full recovery and still be there. We'll have to wait and see. But Lewis, what do you want to talk about?
Trippier.
Trippier. Go for it.
Because really,
You're very quiet. You're very, very quiet. Let me turn up the volume. Let me turn up that volume. Talk now.
Can you hear me now better?
Try again.
Can you hear me now better?
Yeah, that's a bit better.
No, really well. Because why would first of all he bench first?
Whoa.
Yes, I know.
His voice is like.
Yeah, your voice is. I'm not sure what's going on with yours. Yeah. Exit stream. I'll come back again and we'll see. But Chris, what do you want to talk about, buddy?
Bernardo Silva, quite an interesting one, because I always feel like he doesn't want to leave because the squad depth he's part of. But to be fair, I don't think he's really starting for Man City because the likes of Mahrez and Foden. Obviously Dunedin been playing midfield as well with De Bruyne. So I think it's a hard one. Way I don't know why he would want to leave, but
he's a DM, I think, isn't he?
Bernardo
Silva.
I thought he's more. No, I thought
he's an attacking midfielder or sort of inside right winger.
Oh, my bad. Oh, it's Rodri, isn't it? How have I just got Bernardo Silva and Rodri mixed up? Jesus Christ.
But I understand why he would want to leave. Like, he does.
Yeah.
Quality of his play will want to be guaranteed. First team starter, and I think he's been in. Has he been in for Atletico Madrid? Did you say?
Atletico and Barcelona.
So I think he can be a guaranteed start for both of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hear that. What about you, Reese? What do you want to talk about today?
Well, I'll carry on from that point, and then I was going to say about a bit of Leicester's business as well.
Yeah.
With Bernardo Silva, I think it's a really interesting one because obviously we know City have stupid levels of depth, and probably 3 years ago, he was arguably City's best player form-wise. I think in the 18-19 season he was ridiculous when obviously they notched us to the title. But I think I've seen a lot of City fans saying that it's sort of disrespectful in a way that the likes of him and Rodri want to leave when they have had, especially Rodri, he's played pretty much every game this season. And with Bernardo Silva, obviously he hasn't been good in my opinion. Every time I've watched him, he really hasn't stood out at all in the last 2 years. I think he's been very similar to Raheem Sterling in the sense of maybe the numbers aren't horrendous. Obviously, he's not really a numbers guy. He's the similar to sort of how Thiago is, but obviously he's played a little bit further forward. He's played on the wing. He's played in the sort of inside right, in that sort of 10 position almost, the way Grealish is for England recently. But his performance hasn't warranted him to start for the side that Man City are and the side that should be winning the Champions League. But I think maybe he sort of he it's kind of an awkward one coming from a Liverpool fan because you probably don't know, but he's been basically a twat towards us for the last few years. Thinking about it, there was obviously the stuff when they won the league. I think it was a couple of years ago when they were chanting about our fans like dying in the streets or getting battered in the streets or whatever. The Kiev song. There was a little thing, but he didn't even give us a round of applause with the Guard of Honor last season. And in general, he's been a bit of a prick towards our club. So I don't want to come across as biased if anyone thinks I am. But playing wise, if you can get him on form, he's a sensational player, and I think he would start for pretty much any team in the world, especially Barcelona, because at the moment they need somebody to kind of take over that, not the job of what Messi does, but help him, because he plays in a similar sort of area. But I'd say he's probably more of a creator than a goal scorer. 100%, yeah.
To link up with De Jong. They've got such a good base of a midfield. You look at
100%,
De Jong and all of that. De Jong's not much of a creator though. But what De Jong does is he's so good at sort of carrying that ball and taking it from the defense to the
he's got so much potential. You can tell that he's going to be a superstar. But I think their issue 100%. Is that they've got all their old players and then they've got a lot of young players. They don't have many players in that 25, 26, 27 sort of age to kind of link it all together. Yeah. And I think because obviously we've seen the end of the previous era with the likes of Xavi, Iniesta, even Neymar, Suarez, Messi to an extent. And obviously Busquets isn't what he was anymore. So even though he's starting a lot of games, he's early mid-30s now. Same with Gerard Piqué. He's nowhere near the levels that he was. I think their signings of Lenglet and Umtiti really haven't worked out, and Umtiti especially has been incredibly injury prone, and Lenglet has made a lot of mistakes in his time. And I think ter Stegen's making more mistakes as his years are going by at Barcelona. Alba is nowhere near the player that he used to be. I think they're looking to sell what's his name? The right back Roberto. I think he's maybe even going to Man City, so there could be a deal done there. But I think if they can bring in the likes of Pedri and Fati, and there's that Mori or something, that he's like a 17-year-old centre mid. I remember he scored a cracker on it. I think it was his debut or one of his first games last season. So they've got a lot of really, really young players, and if they can get them fit and firing, then they could really have a strong core of a team, especially in that midfield for the next 5-10 years. But yeah, with Barca, it's going to take time. 100%.
I quit life. Absolutely quit life. I'm not even going to talk about Southgate.
Is the lineup out?
Yeah. You don't
is it the predicted?
You don't want to look at it. If I was you, Reece, I'll just wait.
I saw it the second I woke up and I was already raging.
Yeah, just wait until the players come out, and just have it like that, as that is a different level of bullshit. But who haven't we gone to? I'm just done, Reece. Lewis, what do you want to talk about?
Can you hear me better now?
A little bit.
I don't know what's going on today. Again, Trippier. It's just like, why would he go to Arsenal? Like, he played for Spurs.
Yeah.
Which obviously he will get a lot of backlash if he goes to them.
Yeah.
And he plays for Atletico, who's just won the La Liga, arguably one of the most competitive leagues in the world, arguably, because it can be competitive. It just depends on the season and that. It's just I'm worried going to Arsenal, who don't even have Europe this season, and they lost out to Bundia. They're struggling to even pay up for Haaland, so I wonder if they're going to struggle to pay up for Trippier. So There's no point in these rumours, but they might even struggle financially because they're struggling with Haaland. So, for all you know, they might struggle with Trippier as well.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I do hear that. Daniel, what do you want to talk about today?
Haaland?
Huh?
Haaland? He's saying he's
Haaland, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, so it's 115 million euros plus 30 million euros to his dad and Mino Raiola.
I think we should do it because he's the striker that we need.
Yeah.
So, rather just put your money on the table, like you said.
I hear that. Lanzi saying, I thank God every day I chose Denmark as my national team. 100%, Lanzi, 100%. I hope Denmark get far, but likely will get knocked out in the groups. Yeah, you'd assume so. You'd assume so. Chilwell should be starting. Chilwell, all sure. I really don't care who. Just Porte left back at left back. You've got Luke Shaw, and we'll talk more about this in the England watch along there.
Oh.
Who Aaron is going to be discussing as well. He'll be there. In fact, Aaron, if you watch back this stream completely, I actually gave you some praise. So that doesn't happen often. So you might want to watch back.
I'll make sure I clip that. But to be fair, no. I was hearing you talk about the lineups. I got a notification before I came on that said the lineups are out and Luke Shaw started.
No. Oh, is he?
No,
I got a notification. Well, I got a notification from SofaScore saying the lineups were out, and then I checked England Twitter. I think the lineups are out on there as well. And basically, what SofaScore's told me, and I looked at England's Twitter, but I know they put something out. Basically, what I've been told is the lineup going to England is Pickford, Walker, Stones, Mings, Trippier, Phillips, Rice, Sterling, Mount, Foden, Kane.
Well, yeah. I mean, this isn't the England watch long. That one is in 45 minutes where we'll discuss all of that, and I'll discuss more of that. But yeah, as I said, if you want to hear yourself get some praise, it's sometime in the show. I won't tell you when, so you have to watch the whole thing back.
Fair enough.
No, you shouldn't be. There's no Sancho. Aaron, there's no Sancho Grealish.
Yeah.
Sure, starting. Only watching England.
Well, Sancho's not even on the bench.
No.
Maybe he's signing a deal with United. You never know.
That's genuinely all I could think of.
Collect the car. There's no way Southgate would allow that, mate. No, surely not. But you never know with England these days. But Hassan, what do you want to talk about today?
Just the transfers in general. I think with the whole United and Sancho deal, I find that kind of weird that they try to still bargain. Where last year they were willing to pay like 90. That it should really be like an upfront fee now. Like they should really someone was trying to say try to bargain a deal that's been slashed already. And to be honest, they should be lucky, to be honest. Like if they were to get him any cheaper than 90, I think they pulled off a miracle because Dortmund are a stubborn club, as you know.
Yeah,
they will stick to probably the policy, or if not, they'll probably slap a few add-ons in there. Haaland is going to take weeks. I don't think it's going to be a straight click in 2-3 weeks. I think it's going to take over a month, probably a lot longer, depending on the wage structure, because it's all about the wage structure. I don't think price Roman will pay that. It's just the wage structure, because if he comes out with 400k or something like that, and the players who have won the Champions League, they're going to turn around and ask for their high wages as well. So it's literally see how much he offers. Price, like I said, nothing to do with us. It's just personal terms and contract lengths, as well as agent fees.
Yeah,
but I feel like most of the big transfers, like Kane, possibly Grealish, Bissouma, they will all be after Euros, way after Euros.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be unlikely if any big deal happens during this week or next week.
Kenny, FYI, Sancho is currently with England, so of course the sky is going to be the same colour, you donut. They're both in England. 2 goalkeepers on the bench over Sancho and Chilwell.
What?
Well, I'm guessing that will be because there's niggly injuries. Look, we don't know if Sancho's picked up a knock or Chilwell's picked up a knock. Obviously, you can't have everyone on the bench, but having 2 goalkeepers on the bench. Maybe, look, we all know Southgate's very defensive. Maybe he's going to put 2 goalkeepers on the pitch at some point. Maybe he's going to have Pickford and Henderson or Pickford and Johnson. I mean, you never know with Southgate. It's just Southgate. But do you know, it's more attacking than I thought it would be because I thought he played with 9 centre-backs or 9 defenders. Something like that. But Aaron, what transfers do you want to talk about? We're discussing Haaland, discussing Sancho, we're discussing Trippier to Arsenal, Leicester City's transfer news, Bernardo Silva want to leave Man City. There was no. Oh yeah, and Varane to United.
Well, a couple of things really. First of all, I want to give massive praise to Leicester City because what they're doing with their squad, I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, the recruitment at Leicester City is probably better than Manchester United, better than Arsenal, better than Tottenham, better than Chelsea. I'm sorry, Chelsea.
Should I be honest with you? It's the best in the league. Look at the talent.
I'd say Leicester's better than Man City. I'd say Leicester City's recruitment is better than Man City.
Have you seen United's transfer recruitment?
Oh shit! I think Leicester's transfer recruitment is better than Man City's. I think
it's the best in the league.
I think even Watford have better recruitment than United, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but I think Leicester's got even a better recruitment team than Man City. I think Leicester right now are the best transfer recruitment team in probably European, or one of the best in European football, but definitely the best in English football. You look at the transfers they're bringing out. Samare, a wonderful young up-and-coming midfielder who's world-class even now. Imagine him with Tielemans and Ndidi. That's an amazing partnership. And you've got Eduard possibly coming from Celtic. You've got talk about Robin Gosens from Atalanta. Who else is linked with us? I mean, the Samare, Gosens, Eduard.
Oh, if they get Gosens, oh my God, that left side can be dangerous.
Could you imagine Robin Gosens on that wing back opposite a Pereira or a James Justin? I mean, and then you've got Stumare in the midfield, and then you've got Iheanacho to compete with Jamie Vardy and Odsonne Edouard up front. I mean, if Leicester are not in the top 4 this season, Rodgers needs to go. I'm sorry, when you've got that brilliant recruitment on your side, you can't be battling top 4 for a third year.
It's very, very difficult to get into top 4. Man City.
It's going to be difficult.
One minute. So getting into top 4 is going to be ridiculously difficult. You've got Man City, and we all assume they're going to be up there. Liverpool have just gone Konate, and they're going to have some centre backs back, and fuck knows what injuries they'll get next year. I mean, God knows, you never know. Someone might amputate Salah's leg off him. Knowing Liverpool's bad luck with injuries. Then you've got United, and if they get Sancho, Varane, you'd assume that they'll have the quality to still be in there. Chelsea are a completely different beast under Tuchel, and if they can get something, if they can get something, then a striker, then you'd assume they're going to be up there. So I think Leicester's targets this season have to be Europa League with the aim to try and get into top 4. But they can't just sack Rodgers if he doesn't get top 4.
I get that. But I think in terms of trophies this season, if Leicester can try and keep their FA Cup, that'd be brilliant. If they can get as far as they can in the Europa League this season as well. I mean, imagine if they ended the season 4th or 5th, they get to at least the semi-finals of the Europa League, and they at least get to the final of the FA Cup. I mean, it's probably unlikely, but that would suggest that's a great season for Leicester. Now, Trippier to Arsenal. There is no way Trippier will go to a shit club. He will not go to a shit club. Arsenal are in the mud. Arsenal are a bunch of cunts. Arsenal are in the mud, big time. So why would Kieran Trippier leave the bright Spanish sunshine and go to somewhere like Arsenal that have been irrelevant for a decade, where he could go to United and be part of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's project. So Trippier to Arsenal, forget it, Arsenal fans, it's not happening. Trippier to United, if they put the right bid in, that's what's going to determine that. But I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see who Arsenal do get, because obviously there has been talks about Bissouma still going to Arsenal. There's been talks of other players. Nketiah's set to sign a new contract, which means not getting a striker. With Balogun fighting for his place, Nketiah signing a new contract. Still talked about Lacazette leaving this summer. John Jules, we don't know if he's been loaned out again or not. So, I mean, he'll want to try and compete for a place in the first. I think John Jules will start to. I don't think John Jules will be loaned out like he did to us this previous season. I think he'll be in the spot where Nketiah and Balogun was. I think he'll be like a rotational striker where he might play the odd Carabao Cup game. I think that's where John Jules is at right now. So,
what are you talking about?
In terms of Arsenal strikers, so Lacazette
who cares about Arsenal? Who cares about Arsenal?
I don't know. I think Trippier's not going to Arsenal, but I think looking at Arsenal strikers quick.
A couple of comments. We're not talking Arsenal strikers. You'll put me asleep if you do that. Where the fuck is Sancho? Trippier has played 4 games at left back in his history. Starting Calvin Phillips, who's the most overrated player I've ever seen, and if he had a skinhead, it'd be nowhere near this team. Balogun is so clear of Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah.
Or Aubameyang could leave. Look, we're not talking Arsenal strikers.
Is there talk about Aubameyang leaving?
Well, not
No. Oh, listen. Can I say something, right? Why would Aubameyang leave when he's earning almost 350k plus?
Well, look, we're not talking about Arsenal strikers, because I've only just woken up, and you'll put me back to sleep if you do that. And I've got to get drunk.
I'll just keep it short and sweet and say Arsenal are in the mud.
Yeah. So I think Trippier, former Spurs player, no chance of going to Arsenal. But there's many reasons why Trippier wouldn't go to Arsenal. If you watch back the start of the video, start of the stream, you'll hear why I thought it's not. And obviously, I'm the transfer guru. But we are going to wrap it up there, because I've got some bacon to cook before the England game. So I'm going to go do that now. So before you go, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Obviously some new some changes happened over the weekend, so make sure that you join me this week. Obviously the new computer should be arriving, so everything's going to get to that next level. So make sure you are watching it, and make sure you've hit that notification button as well, because you don't want to miss when we go live. Check out our socials on Twitter at Let's Talk EPL, Instagram Let's Talk EPL_, and on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. Liam saying thanks for the thumbnails now, much appreciated. Also join me now tomorrow and Thursday, absolutely. Make sure you do that as well. But Chris, where can they find you, bro?
Well, I'm not going to end it like I did in the last transfer talk about private desert island and all that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get straight to the point. Yeah, just find me on YouTube, Chris Wells, and Twitter, Chris Wells 96.
Perfect. Reese, where can they find you, buddy?
He's not there.
He says he can't talk.
Oh, interesting. Daniel, where can they find you, bro?
You can follow me on Twitter at CFC Daniel MCG. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and follow all these people as well, and their channels and stuff.
Perfect. Sam, where can they find you?
Quiet.
Okay, Aaron, where can they find you?
So you can find me on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner on the road to a K. You can find me on both Throw Football, DRFC. We're on the road to 700 subs with loads of transfer stuff coming next week. And also Coast to Chow. We're on the road to 1 million views and 3,000 subs by the end of the year. Let's try and get to 4K by the end of the year, guys. Also, tip me off on TikTok at Aaron Challoner, Instagram at Aaron Challoner Official, Snapchat Coaster_Chal19, I believe it is. And big up to this channel. Subscribe to it. Please like the stream if you loved it. And from all of us, our thoughts go out to Christian Eriksen on his recovery, his family, his friends, and we're all with you on your recovery, mate. Big up Christian Eriksen.
100%. Sorry, I was just sending some links around. 3 lines on the shirt. Jules Rimet still dreaming. Absolutely. 55 years of her. It's a lot longer than 55 years, Kenny. A lot fucking longer.
And it'd be many more years to come.
I'll watch it
Chris,
live. So I won't be on
there's no need for that negativity. Football's coming home. If not, we riot. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it. We riot if it don't come home. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back in 31 minutes. So make sure you tune in for that. Aaron will be there. Halfway through a stream, he will tell us there's some breaking news. So make sure you watch out for the breaking news that will happen. We'll also be joined by Max, and then Austria versus North Macedonia with drinking games at 4:30 with me and Matthew.
Come on, North Macedonia.
Let's not come on, North Macedonia. That will kill me. Literally kill me. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in a bit.